got me down again.
Welcome to a day in my life as a software engineer. Spoiler alert, it's not just coding and coffee. Usually, I'm a morning person, but today, well, let's just say my pillow and I had a long, heartfelt conversation. Oh, and before I forget, I'm Alex Robinson. Today's mission, revive my gym routine. Alright, so today I'm trying something new. I'm here at the gym trying to get some workout in, trying to get my exercise in. This is like the first day of me going back to the gym, getting some workout, trying to be as fit as possible. After hitting the gym when my brain is at its peak, I dive into my devotional time. Currently, I'm reading Exodus to prep for Bible Bowl 2025. Then it's time to whip up some breakfast. I'd love to hear what you usually have for breakfast, so drop your go-to morning's meal in the comments below. At 10 a.m., it's time for a daily stand-up meeting. I usually stand up for these sessions. Desk is from Desky. And if you're curious about my full office setup, check out the description down below. Alright, so I just finished my stand-up call. Today's the beginning of a new sprint, but I started to get some of my workload from Friday. So I'm currently setting up a SQL database in Google, and then I have to just add the data into the database and then set up the Python code to be able to interact with the database. I haven't used SQL database in GCP in a while, so I'm just looking at some documentations to make sure that I'm good. But as I finish my stand-up call, right after the call was finished, I see my calendar. I have another call in probably 3 more minutes. So stand-up starts at 10. This call is at 10:30, and then after 10:30 is at 11 o'clock. And I want to do some coding today. So let's see how the day goes so far. I'm not sure if I have any more meetings after 12. Normally at 12 o'clock I take my lunch break, but let's see how today spans out. It's Monday. I had a tiring weekend. Well, not tiring. I had a very relaxing weekend. I went to PA yesterday and I came back a little bit late. But apart from that, let's just see how the day turns out. And hopefully I can get some coding done. Alright, so my 10:30 call just got cancelled. So I'm just running downstairs. I have a package that I've been waiting for that actually just came into the mail, so I'm just running downstairs to see if I could just pick it up, and then hopefully in the next 30 minutes I could, or 30 to 25 minutes I could get some coding done. Package has been secured. Right now I'm trying to find an easy way to get my Excel data sheet into the database. I see from the documentations of GCP that I could just convert it to a CSV and do that as an upload, just drop the data into a bucket and then just transfer it over, just import it into the database. I'm gonna see if this actually works or if any of the values from the data source gets messed up. If not, I have to do some other way to actually get the data in. I'm trying not to use GPT as best as possible, but who knows, maybe that's my last resort. All right, I do want to show you guys this piece of cool tech that I picked up on Amazon Prime Day. I didn't pick it up directly from the Amazon website, but I picked it up from Eufy's website. They had the same sales running along with the Prime Day deal, so I just picked it up directly from their website. But this is a smart vacuum. This is the X10 Pro Omni, I believe that's the exact name. I picked it up and I feel like I'm falling in love with this vacuum. I'm gonna do a full review on this. I started to do the unboxing already and I have just the videos, but I'm still testing it probably until the end of this week, and then I'll make my final decision, share my thoughts on this vacuum. But so far it does a great job. I hate mopping and cleaning, so I had to invest in something like this, and trust me, it does an exceptionally good job so far. So let's see. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see this video when it comes out, probably in a week or so. But you know, make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel and like this video. It's 12:23. I just wrapped up the call and I'm hungry. I normally take my lunch break at around 12 o'clock, but 12:20 is, you know, pretty much around the same time. I don't like to eat out, so I normally have food, whether it is leftover, whatever the case is. Food is normally home, so I'm just gonna warm up some food. And yesterday I was at a picnic and there was a bunch of food, so I brought home some, so I do have lunch for today. I'm what you consider to be a hybrid worker, so there's days when I have to go into the office. Monday is not necessarily one of them unless it's like there's some client meeting and we have to go in, but Mondays and Fridays are pretty much optional, so I'm taking advantage of working from home and enjoying some good meal on my lunch break. If I haven't mentioned this, I want to point out these accessories by Muff that I'm testing out. This is like the card holder and stand. As you can see, my driver's license and one of my credit card is in this, and this is just these accessories that Muff have are super cool, and as always they fit my aesthetic. That's why I like to work with brands like these. I've been using the case for quite a bit now, but I just clicked this on, and this is their MagSafe card wallet holder and stand. Links to all of these items that you see, all of the tech, as much as possible, I try to have them linked in the description down below. So many of you guys may be wondering what kind of engineer I am. So I work pretty much on the back end. I do have mobile development experience, especially with iOS. That's kind of where I started off my career, but then I made a transition to pretty much backend and middleware, if that's what you want to call it. And the programming language that I've been using for probably over the last 2 years is Python. Python is extremely fun. Most of the work that I do with this programming language is in the cloud, so I'm what you would consider to be a native cloud developer. I started my career with cloud itself, so I didn't do any of those hardware stuff or going to any of the servers locally or whatever the case is. Most of my development is on, well, all of my development is via the cloud, whether it is on GCP or AWS, and I've done a little bit also in Azure, but that's kind of majority of my work. This particular sprint, most of my work will be interacting with databases for a particular system that we're setting up. I'm trying not to go into details to give away what the company is currently working on, but that's kind of one of the things that I'll be working on for this sprint. So it just gives me the variety to brush up on my C#. I haven't, well, not C#, my SQL database writing scripts, but I haven't done that in a while. The last time I did that was probably like 2 years ago when I worked primarily with SQL. After my lunch break, I noticed my calendar had some gaps, giving me long periods of free time, so I stood up my instance and ran some queries on the database. However, configuring GCP VPC was a real pain. It's not even working completely right now, and to be honest, I got super annoyed and irritated. I decided to take a 15-minute break to do something that doesn't require much thinking, which was setting up a table for the guest bedroom. I find tasks like this to be very relaxing while still being productive. Plus, sometimes stepping away from the problem can spark a solution. So this guy started to do some cleaning and then came across you. For some weird reason, I'm having a headache today, but usually at the end of the day, I normally would go outside, especially after spending like a long day inside of the AC, especially now that it's summertime. Just go outside, sit down, there's actually like a little fountain that's to my left, to your right there, which I would just go walk around, stretch my legs, get some sun, and just try to free my mind. Like immediately after stepping outside, like my headache started to subside, which is a good thing. Hopefully it goes away in the next hour. I think that I'm not keeping myself hydrated enough daily, but who knows what the case is. You know, I'm kind of curious, if you're a dev watching this video, let me know in the comment section, what do you do like when your brain is a little bit foggy on a regular day, like you're trying to fix a bug, it doesn't seem to be working. What do you normally do just to de-stress or get your head back in the game? Let me know in the comment section down below. Oh, and just for full transparency, like this is a day in my life, but as we all know, each day is unique, and there's just so much development work that's not necessarily involved around coding that actually has to happen, that happen through the day, because you're pretty much solving different types of problems. I also have to help other individuals get onto our systems, making sure that, you know, we're following the correct protocols or security guidelines for the system that we have. So it's like there's just so much that happened in the day, and hopefully like the snippet of this video will allow you to see what I do as a developer. As the day dies down after dinner, I'll either do one of two things. I'll either go and edit a video or record a new video, depending on what the case is. But if you've made it to the end of this video, I want to say thank you for watching. Peace out, God bless, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.